Hello, this is Malorian, and now this will be a triple feature of MacBain from my mercenaries, and I'll be up against some Kador players and also Cricks. Alright, so my local store up here is running a new Journeyman League, and I'm deciding to go with my MacBain. Got to get him painted up. Now, unfortunately, the first 2 weeks I completely missed because of my vacation and being gone, so I missed out on a ton of points. I'm going to have to try and catch up. And, of course you can do that with painting, but unfortunately a lot of the other guys are painting tons too. But really, this was going to be my little battle group here with MacBain, the Freebooter, the Mule, and the Buccaneer. Would have been really cool to use it. Unfortunately, I couldn't, but hey, at least they're all painted now and ready to use. Alright, so this third week here, we're now up to 20 points, and what my list is going to be is a min unit of the Boom Howlers, a max unit of the Kayazi Assassins with UA, then I have a Freebooter, then I have MacBain, and then I had 4 points, didn't know what to do with it. I figured Diana and Holt was best, but I never used Stannis Brocker. He kind of fits better with MacBain, so he's here as well. And what I'm up against for this first one here is Vlad 2, and he has the big unit of the Pikemen there with the UA, he has Yuri on the left, then some Widowmakers. So we're not playing a mission here, but really how this list of mine works is that I rush up, I pop the feet so that the Boom Howlers are, well, invincible, and he can't get through them because they're large bases or medium bases, and then my Kayazi just go crazy. So we'll see if it works this time, because last time I did it, this guy had Bulldozer. He does not have Bulldozer this time. And here's just a little close-up of his army. Really love the way that his Vlad looks, and it's always, as I always say, it's always great to play against fully painted armies. So I'm getting first turn. I'm just kind of rushing on up here. I have the failsafe on the Freebooter, so +2 armor, and I don't care if you cripple the system. I have Fortune on the Kayazi, so they get to re-roll their hits. And really, I'm just trying to move up here into position, and I have Stannis over here so that he can just rush around and tie up those Widowmakers. His first turn, he moves up a bit here. He shoots down, actually, my Boom Howler, so that's... I mean, it's not actually that big of a deal, because I don't care about having his super tough when I have auto tough from my feet. Otherwise, I have Yuri coming at me at the left flank, but at this point, I'm not too worried about him. My turn 2 here, and I tried something funny where I moved up here with Stannis Brocker, and I thought, okay, I'll tie up, well, at least one of the Widowmakers, and then I thought I was going to see if I could tempt his dog out, his War Dog. So the War Dog has the counter charge, it'll come after me, I'll have my defensive strike, but I missed the defensive strike, he missed his counter charge, and kind of went back. And, yeah, I mean, his Juggernaut could kill me, but I'm going to be invincible tough anyway. So otherwise, my turn looks like this. I don't have the markers down right now, but I actually had to charge one of my own assassins to get range. I keep on doing this where I start MacBain further back than I really should be. Not just MacBain, all my casters. But really, anything that's in the front row there, all has super can't fail tough. So now he'll have a very hard time dealing with me, and I can just kill whatever I want. His turn 2, and he actually then has a surprise for me because he has the Juggernaut slam away Stannis. He's able to shoot down a few guys with the Widowmaker. Well, I guess just one guy. Yuri is still somewhere behind me, and what he does with his pikeman is he comes in, knocks all my guys down, and then uses little mini feet to back away, so that now my assassins, only a few of them will have charges on them, so a very good use for them. And I mean, right now I'm dominating the center, but it's no mission, so it doesn't really matter. So my turn 3, I do my best to get some stuff done here, and it really isn't very much. I mean, I kill almost all the Widowmakers. Stannis is running around to make some trouble. I kill, man, like maybe one pikeman. I just kept on missing, and whenever I actually hit, I failed to get past his armor, so not doing so hot here, but at least I'm in his face. His turn 3, he's able to kind of, well, do a little bit to me. I mean, Vlad goes over to kill Stannis. He was actually just barely in range. That was a little bloop on my part. I should have been a little tiny bit farther away. He kills a couple of my guys, but really not too much. So I like the fact that I can get to his Juggernaut now with my Freebooter. So if I can smash him, I'll be looking okay. And plus I get to start cleaning up on the left side here now. So my turn 4, that's what I do. I fail an attack. Well, he makes it tough on the War Dog, so he gets to live. But you see here that a lot of his pikemen, they were just wiped clean, so I did fantastic there. Not as good against the Juggernaut as I thought. It doesn't help that after I'd headbutt him and knocked him down, I for some stupid reason decided to roll to hit and rolled double ones. So that was just stupid. But I think I knocked out nothing on him. Maybe his left arm, but yeah, nothing very much. So kind of disappointing, but at the same time, a lot of his pikemen are dead. And then on his turn, I really didn't see this coming, but he pops his feet, and a couple of pikemen charge MacBain. I think, like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe you'll have range, but I'll be fine. No, they hit like a Mack truck. I go down, fail my tough, and that's the game. So, I kind of felt overall I was doing okay. Definitely some things I could have done better, but yeah, I mean, this is a thing. We just have to respect those long, powerful charges with his feet, and just kind of caught me off guard here. Should have had, one more protector on that side. So, on to my second game. This is all just going to be on the same board and all this stuff, but of course I have the same army. I'm now up against Crix that has some Bane Knights, has ePskarre, the... God, what's his name? I can't remember. This Deathjack. There you go. He also has the little unit of his little ghost guys with the whatever. But this is really his army. Very small, very compact. And so really the big thing here is that sure he has a feat, well she does, that she can either make ones where I can't really attack most of his army, but I have something even better where I'm the super tough, right? And I have more models. So overall I really give myself the advantage for this game. So I get first turn, I move on up, same spells as last time with the failsafe and the fortune. I have a little bit better positioning with MacBain, and yeah, I mean I could be taking one attack or something from Deathjack, but for the most part I'm just ready to counter whatever he moves up. His turn, he moves up, and I mean, the knights are definitely too far, because I mean, now I can charge and kill some of them. I think he was kind of hoping his ghost could swing around the flank and really start eating me up, but I mean, I still really like the whole setup here. Only thing that's going to be a pain is that he has admonition up on Deathjack, and of course, whenever you have a, no scenario, that could be very difficult to deal with if it gets to late game. My turn though, I go on in here and I kill all but one Bane Knight, so that was pretty awesome. Set up a pretty good defensive wall. Didn't even bother to pop my feet this turn because I figure I don't really need it. So just kind of wait to see what he does in his turn and then go again. So on his turn, he does his best to attack me. I mean, Deathjack kills two of my Boom Howlers. Even between a Vengeance and a regular attack, his last Bane Knight's not able to kill the actual Boom Howler. And then otherwise his attacks kind of miss. And the big thing here is he did not pop his feet. So he's going to be in for a rude surprise. And yeah, I pop my mini feet and I just surround Scar with assassins. And as you can probably imagine, she goes down. They have fortune and all this stuff, right? So that was a pretty nice game to have. I mean, it was pretty straightforward, but I mean, if nothing else, after all the games that I've been brutalized with Kayazis, it's finally nice to see them do that to my opponent. Alright, game 3 now, and now this is back up against my first opponent, but he's changed up his army. So what he has is he has the Marksman, he has the Great Bears, a Kodiak, Devastator, Ornn Midwinter, and then pButcher. And already looking at this, I was not feeling good because, of course, camping Butcher in non-scenario can be extremely tough. Of course, he has the Devastator who has the whole blast thing to get past my assassins. Of course, even like the Electro Leaps coming from Ornn Midwinter, I was not feeling good about this. But I thought, you know what, if I just match this up well, maybe I can pull this off. And here's just a close-up of his army. I mean, you can kind of tell the stuff that he painted before and the stuff that he's painting new now. I mean, the Kodiak is painted, but I mean, if you look at Ornn Midwinter, which he just did, now it's on a fancy base. He has all the shading, so always great to play against a painted army, but also neat to see the guys and how their skill increases over the years. So he has first turn, and he's basically just moving up like a brick. I then move up as is standard, get out the same spells as last time. My status is trying to get all over to the left side because he wants nothing to do with those Great Bears. On his turn, he does, a few shots to me or whatever with the Electro Leaps and all these things. But the big thing here is I was just all 3 toughs, I now pass everything. So that's great to see. By the way, he has Fury up on the Kodiak, and he did have the Iron Flesh up on the Great Bears. He's going to drop it right away now, but this is where I really need to get in there. If I can destroy the Kodiak, that would be great, and then if I can somehow block him from getting to my freebooter, maybe the freebooter can take out another heavy, and then I'll be feeling alright, but it's going to be tough. So I go in, and this is going to be my feed turn. The guys you see with the little markers on them, the red circles, they're the guns I have it on. Not as many as I would have liked, but it's okay. Otherwise, I get in his face. I basically get one shot off on Midwinter. It fails. I'm just tying up the marksman and then having it so Stannis can come back if needed. And really what happened, and the main thing here, is I just wasn't able to finish off the Kodiak. Did about, I don't know, over half damage, but just not enough. Looking back, what I probably should have done is drop my 2 spells, because really if he pops his feet, my armor buff isn't going to do anything. Fortune isn't doing anything yet. I just really need the Kodiak dead. So did not happen, and yeah, this is really bad news. So on his turn, he's a little limited with what he can do, but in the end, he is able to destroy with ease with his feed turn, able to destroy the freebooter. He's able to kill Stannis, and I mean, he's gone in and knocked down some of my boom howlers with the Great Bears, but that's not really a worry right now. On my turn, it's actually up to MacBain to try and destroy the Kodiak, and he finishes it off. Otherwise, I'm just trying to lock him down. So on the right side, I'm trying to clean up his Great Bears. I was only able to kill one, though. And then on the left side, to charge the marksman, missed the attack, unfortunately. And really, I'm just hoping to kind of trap him in so I can at least try and charge him with a whole bunch of assassins and maybe pull it off. Yeah, but this was devastating. One of the things I did not understand about the Devastator, haha, pun, is the fact that when I thought it did his big steam thing, is that basically put on the small template on him, and that's what he hurts is around him. So, I mean, if you're touching him, you get hurt, but that's pretty much it. I didn't realize his thing goes out 3 inches, and so really, he goes and touches both the Boom Howler guys, kills them, and then just kills a handful of my assassins. So this was horrible. Butcher is hiding around the corner. The blast had also killed his marksman. The Great Bears on the right side try to do some damage and stuff, but I'm passing some toughs. But yeah, now with losing all of this, I am not feeling good. Like, pretty much I am screwed now. So on my turn, I decide to try and consolidate my force. So I come over and I just pretty much throw everything into killing the Great Bears. That's it. On his turn, he basically just runs the Devastator back into my face. Then actually, I normally don't see this, but with all my guys bunched together, he actually tried landing an obliteration. Didn't roll so well though, only killed 1 assassin. So with him being down all that focus, I might be able to do some damage now. And so, okay, so on my turn, this is important to say, where before, when he went to go kill Stannis, he took a free strike and took 5 damage. I shoot him now, do some more damage. I basically have the Boom Howlers trapping the Devastator and the Assassins ready to, basically get in his face so he can't go straight at MacBain. And then if he doesn't kill them, I'll have them to go after him. On his turn, he's able to, put down both Boom Howlers, but one of them is tough, kill 2 of the Assassins. And then on my turn, I go in with the Assassin, do no damage. Now, the big thing that's here is he now has Iron Flesh up on Butcher. So he's damn hard to hit, even with Gang Fighter and all that stuff on MacBain. I charge in, go through all my stuff, get some really low rolls, rock the last one, leave him with 3 hit points, don't kill him, and then obviously in return, he just kills MacBain. So overall, yeah, another loss to this Khador player, but man, yeah, I'll cover this in my summary. Alright, so over the whole thing here for the Journeyman League, I, won 1, lost 2. Really, overall, it doesn't really matter because you get 3 points for a win and 2 points for a loss. You can only do 3 games anyway, so really I'm only down 2 possible points, when really over the whole thing I'm kind of behind anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But really the big thing I learned over all 3 of these games is, 1, MacBain needs to start on the front line, and 2, if this is going to be the format where we're not playing scenario, I really have to have an army that's designed to deal with that. Because, normally if this was scenario, I'm jamming the center, I have the, automatic tough, and if there's nothing you can do, right? I basically trap you out, and either you stay up close so that I don't control the zone, or then all of a sudden I'm zipping out with assassins. It's a very powerful idea, but when it's not scenario and not kill box, you can just back away. So I think really in the next one, the next week here goes up to 25 points. I'm going to be adding in things like the Nis Hunters. I'll be adding in my Crow's Cutthroats with Fortune. And really with all this range, sure, if you want to be staying back, I'm just going to be shooting you. So, I mean, it's one of those things where I can't come in here and say, hey, you guys have to be playing Scenario because Scenario is awesome and it's the best thing ever. If this is how they play, this is the meta, I just have to, play their game basically. So we'll see if it works. Maybe it completely backfire, but there you have it. So see you guys later. Bye.